Here you go. That is the box installed. Very nice. I'm very happy with it. Thanks again to StarknightMT for sending this. That's the storage. There's hardly any room here. That's like big enough for one suit. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I know I'm doing a lot of Can-Am videos lately, but it's because spring is here and it's time to upgrade the outdoor toys. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I put all kinds of lights on the Can-Am. But one of the things the Can-Ams don't have is a lot of storage. So usually you have to put all your stuff in a backpack and throw it in the back seat or on the floorboards or something because there's just no place to put stuff. Matter of fact, if you take a look at my Can-Am, that's the storage. There's hardly any room here. That's like big enough for one suitcase, and that's about it. And it has got these holes here that you could tie things down into. Some people will put cages around here, but in general, there's not a lot of space on these sport side-by-sides. That being said, the good folks at StarknightMT, those guys right there, they're the same guys that sent out the front windshield and the back windshield for me to review. Thanks a lot, StarknightMT, for doing that. But yeah, they sent me out this cargo box to also do a review on, and this is kind of nice, man. So like I said, normally there's no place to put cargo in your vehicle on these sport side-by-sides, but when you add one of these cargo boxes, this really changes the game. You can put all kinds of stuff in here. Now you can put your emergency gear, medical supplies, snacks, food and drink, or whatever. It's not a cooler, so it's not insulated. It doesn't have a drain hole for the ice, the melted ice, but you could put your lunch boxes in here for sure and some snacks. But more importantly, your emergency gear and your medical gear. I believe it's a 8-gallon capacity, so pretty decent size. Very nice. The design is molded to fit in the back of the Can-Am specifically, which is really nice. And there's a little U shape here where you can still put stuff in the back. I'll show you that later. It comes with these locks. There's two main locks. And you can actually put a small lock on there. It's not theft proof, but it's theft resistant, just to keep good people good when you're at the campsite, that kind of thing. So you can't just jump inside there without permission, which is nice. And the hardware is all steel, which is pretty nice. And then there's what it looked like when it's open. You can see up close here, there's a rubber gasket all inside here. And then there's a raised lip all around the bottom part here. And that's nice because that helps keep the dust and the moisture and the snow and the mud out of your gear. So it looks like it even has slots here too. So on some vehicles, you can run rods down through here and then bolt them down to your truck bed or your storage area of your vehicle. Or you can run webbing. There's like a slot here for webbing. You can run that down too. And it's not attached to the lid, so you can still open it and close it without undoing all these rods or webbing that you have on here. So that's pretty cool. All right, so here's a look at the bottom of the box. As you can see, it's got these inserts, these threaded inserts that are molded into the bottom, so they're not just going to rip out. You don't have to have washers on the inside because they're already molded in washers with inserts right there, threaded inserts. And this is the hardware that it comes with. I already mounted 2 of them over there to show you what it kind of looks like. But essentially you have a steel hook in the back that hooks into the cargo rack, and then this cam lock in the front just locks in with a cam. And this is all steel. One of the things I noticed too is the hardware has slots, so you can adjust it forward and backwards. And it comes with nylock bolts, so they don't vibrate loose, but they also give you these lock washers as well. So you should be pretty safe as far as stuff coming loose. It's not going to come loose for the most part. And then you have these little safety screws here. So when you lock it, let me make sure it's all the way open here. So when you lock it and it's cammed in, you can actually screw these down and lock it into place. So the cam won't come undone under vibration. So that's kind of nice that they have that little extra piece there. Let's see, unlock it. There we go. But that's pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that. And that's your hardware there. They also give you tools to do all the work. They give you these little foam pads that you can put anywhere you want to fine-tune the tightness of it on the back of your side-by-side. And they got these large foam pads as well. I already put one in the middle, but I'm going to put these out here as well. And I'll keep it nice and sandwiched tight onto the back of the side-by-side. And this is a nice touch too. They give you the security cable so you can mount this as well onto your box. So if for whatever reason, if you're paranoid that this box might pop off, it'll drag behind your vehicle and hopefully you'll hear it or see it, and you don't leave your gear, you know, a mile down the trail behind you. It'll be still attached to your side-by-side, which is a nice touch. And if you can't figure out how to put this stuff together, they give you instructions on how to do everything right there. All right, so let's go ahead and put the rest of the parts on here, and then I'll mount it to the Can-Am. So I'm going to leave it a little loose so I can adjust it when I get it on the back. Make sure it's nice and clean before you put your stickers on there, your rubber foam stickers. All right, so I have these bolted down pretty tight because I kind of pre-fitted it. I know that it should fit fairly tight and snug, but I left these a little loose so I can make adjustments. There's the pads. It should have a nice tight fit, and then you're going to take these hooks right here and just hook them into the holes in the back, just like this. There you go. Just hook them in the back and then drop the cams right into the slots. There you go. Just like that. Yeah, that's pretty nice. So I'm going to close the cam on this one. So that's locked in and cammed in. And then, like I said, I left this side a little loose so I can move it around and fit right where I need it to fit. So I'm going to cam it in there. There we go. Yeah, that actually feels nice and snug. And I left it tight enough to where it'll hold position, but I can still move it. So now I'm going to undo it. Pop it back up. Tighten it up. Just hand tight should be good enough. There we go. Hook it back in. There you go. Drop the cams in the holes. Close them up. And then there we go. So I was thinking this set screw here probably serves two purposes. So I'm going to screw it down tight so it can't just accidentally open. See, look, I can't open it. So if you're going down the trail and it vibrates, it's not going to pop off just on accident from vibration. And it also probably acts like almost like a passive security, where because this is bolted down, someone can't just walk up to your campsite and hit the lever and take your whole box. Could they have a tool? Could they have bolt cutters? Could they have a Dremel? Yeah, they could. But like I said, it wouldn't be super easy. You got to make it a little hard for someone just walking by looking for an opportunity to take your box. It would take a little effort. So that's kind of nice. And there you go. That is the box installed. Very nice. I'm very happy with it. Thanks again to StarknightMT for sending this out to me. This is nice, and it looks good too. It's, you know, it's fitted in here. It's not just a hunting bow box, which I know a lot of people do. This is a legit box made for this setup. It looks nice in here. If you had a rack up top, it probably will hit the rack. I'm almost certain it would hit the rack if it was up here. You could probably crack it and get in there. You might need that pivoting rack system that pivots up so you can get access to here. But other than that, that's it, guys. So if you guys want to buy one of these, hit the link below the video. I'll put a link there, and there should be a discount code as well. But yeah, hit that like to support my channel. I appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Ring the bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the StarknightMT cargo box for the Can-Am Maverick X3. This is really nice. Man, I like that. That looks good.